All right, everybody, welcome to another Bets and Breaks episode. We're here at Cards and Culture. I'm with my co-host, Abby, and my producer, Joe. Thank you guys for being here.
Sup.
I don't know why you're bringing low energy today. You're 1-0.
I got up at, that was really loud, sorry. I got up at 3:30 this morning.
So now
I'm hitting a wall. I need some.
What are you talking about? It's only 11:30. It's only been 8 hours.
What do you, yeah,
it's
that's
only
a
been
whole
8
freaking
hours.
day. That's a third of the day.
Well,
I'm gonna catch a second wave.
You heard that, guys? So don't trust her picks today.
What? Me?
Just saying.
Me?
Yeah, no,
I didn't lose yet.
Yeah,
you did.
You're forecasting it.
We'll get to that. Don't worry.
Whatever.
Don't worry.
What do we got in the sports world today?
Some NFL news. Dalvin Cook and Zeke signed. Ezekiel Elliot, Dalvin Cook with the new. Am I tripping? New York Jets, right?
Jets.
Yeah. And then Zeke with the Patriots. They're both on 1-year deals. I think Zeke signed for $6 million, and Dalvin Cook around 8.6.
Something like that, yeah.
Both the Zeke news really kind of came out of nowhere. You always think of him so deeply intertwined with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So to see him go to the Patriots is kind of wild. The Jets with Breece Hall coming out off that ACL injury, he did just get activated off the PUP list, but I think people are going to kind of be iffy on him just because you don't know how somebody's going to play after that. ACL. So bringing in Dalvin Cook is probably a smart move just to have that extra kind of backup kind of thing. And then Zeke, you've got Rhamondre Stevenson, who had a career year last year. He did wonders for the running game. I think Mac Jones even kind of got aggravated. We saw him have a little meltdown last year that they weren't throwing the ball enough, and that offense was chaotic. But they're just adding depth here with Zeke. Zeke was down last year. I think that's why he's not with the Cowboys. But 1-year deal with the Patriots, you'll see what he can do. And then moving over to some more college football, LSU specifically, because we are here in Baton Rouge. Denver Harris, is he suspended? Was he dismissed? People put 2 and 2 together because he was not in the team photo that was released on Monday. He was part of the scuffles and the punches thrown at practice, so not really sure. There's a lot of speculation on what's going on. Brian Kelly will address the media today, so we'll have an update for y'all later this week.
Love it.
And then he put on his Instagram story, it was like a picture of the wall, and it said, "I pray for guidance, and Savior God, please be with me through this journey." So no clue what's going on, but he was not in the team picture, and it doesn't look like he'll be playing with the Tigers this season.
It's a lot of speculation.
Yeah.
The internet leaves it out to speculation.
Right. And I mean, again, Kelly will address the media today, so we'll know for sure. But as of now, it's not looking good. Hope everything's okay.
And he hasn't been at fall camp the last several days. So it was kind of.
There was a lead up to this.
Wall.
And then, so something's going on. We don't know what. We'll find out in probably a few hours, to be honest.
Not in the team photo is not a good look, though.
It's not a good look.
Yeah,
You're not in the future plans.
That's,
they're not going to take
and
another
people notice
one.
that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Not a good look. You know what else isn't a good look? Wander Franco being under investigation.
Yeah. Are there any more reports? Because yesterday we were kind of talking about this, but any new developments?
Not that we've seen, just that he's under investigation for some inappropriate behavior. Again, you don't know what's true. You
under
don't
investigation
know,
right now. Yep.
But regardless of whether it's true or not, just him being under investigation is going to hurt his stock, right?
Yeah, that's what we talked about. I mean, it's so crazy how, this kind of stuff is real.
Yeah.
Again, we're keeping things pretty tight because things are early with the reporting and the investigation, right? So we're not going to speculate on too much, but just the speculation has already sent people in a frenzy a little bit on the market. I've had people texting me, thank God I didn't invest in Wander, little things like that already just put, people on watch that the market might change, right? And so, with us, Cards and Culture, we always talk about gambling and collectibles and how they go hand in hand. But I mean, this is a perfect example, right? People think sports cards are a little bit more of a safe investment rather than throwing some money on a sports book or a game. But I mean, these guys are humans at the end of the day, right? Guys and girls, and people make decisions, and that affects markets and the way people view them and how they want to spend their money, right? I think it's going to be time will tell, but I think it's always so interesting just to see how something like this can move the market.
Right. Not just what's happening on the field, but like your personal life and how liked you are if you're in trouble. And again, we don't know what's going on, but ultimately just being under investigation plays a part in that.
And it's huge because Wander Franco is huge in the hobby. Again, we use that term, the hobby, right, for collecting and sports cards. He was the main guy last year that everybody was chasing for baseball. So for that to happen, you know that a lot of people have money invested in him, whether that's buying big cards and holding them, right? Some people buy $5,000, $10,000 cards, and as of now, those cards are not worth that probably just immediately.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
If it comes out that this is not true, like he's cleared of the investigation, what does that do to his stock? Does it go back up, or does it still kind of?
I still think it affects it, honestly. Like I really do. I think it's one of those things that it'll be more short-term than long-term. So if you're a long-term believer, investor, right? Some people are like, yo, Wander Franco is going to be one of the best shortstops that I've ever seen play. So I'm buying these cards and I'm not worried about the price, you know, for the next 15, 20, 30 years. So those people are probably going to be fine. But the people that were buying thinking like, hey, in the next 3 years, he's going to be an all-star, he's going to boom, 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 and his cards are going to be crazy, and they were looking at it as a flip, that's tough.
Probably not.
Yeah, so it just, you know, I think that they'll still be affected by the news, even if it's not true. You know, just the maximizing the profits, I think will probably be hurt. Yeah, it really is crazy.
And it's interesting that you said that sometimes people feel safer investing in cards, which obviously there's the collectible value to it and all that kind of stuff. And it may be safer on some occasions, but you're now investing in somebody's career. So anything personal, you're investing in that too, as opposed to just one Saturday or one Tuesday.
Yep.
I would kind of argue that it's not safer because you're gambling a little bit more if you're taking their personal life into account.
Absolutely. Especially, I mean, Wander's young, right? He's 21 years old, 22 years old. Doing that with LeBron's a little safer, right? You've seen his career play out for 20 years. Like there's a lot less things that he's doing on his personal side that you're aware of, you're educated on, right? It's just like anything else. Amazon's been around for 25 years. It's a lot safer than this new Salesforce company that's, you know, popped out of nowhere, but has potential to, you know, skyrocket. It's just all the same. But it is interesting.
It still blows my mind how similar this is to stocks.
I think it's like, and this sealed product stuff too, that's where like a lot of people, if they think that there's an iconic player in that product that year, they'll just go buy the cases and the boxes and put them away. And that's where I think people are going to get crushed too, because you really need somebody to have a great career and be that face and everything for that box and that investment to hold and be valuable in the future. So interesting.
Very.
Yeah.
All right, we'll pick up the mood a little bit because it's never fun to talk about that kind of stuff, but it does come into play. You got to talk about it, especially being in the hobby, right?
Yeah. In the hobby, look at her!
I'm using the terms. They're rubbing off on me. So BR Betting reported that someone bet $10 and was one pick away from a $955,000 payout.
Yeah,
you know any more about that?
Yeah, and also now they took it was two like thing. It wasn't a parlay because technically it was like a prop bet. Okay. But basically the person added that Garrett Cole was going to have 8 strikeouts and the Yankees were going to win as the one leg of their parlay. Now Garrett Cole didn't have 8 strikeouts, so that didn't happen either. But can you imagine if it was just the Yankees to win, and that was the game that they blew the 5-run lead in the 9th inning? So can you imagine being that bettor and betting $10 and that being the last leg and watching the whole Yankee game and being like, and they were winning by 5 going into the 9th. The odds were probably minus 20,000 for the Yankees to win. Is
that worse? Maybe not. Is it worse than like putting a bunch of money and like not winning, but it wasn't that close, but like putting $10 on and missing out on? I don't know. Yeah. I've never had one go like that. I don't really make parlays like that, but I think it's fun for like you were this close to nearly $1 million. I feel like that.
We might need to start making.
I know, right? That's what I'm like,
because that's all we get them every day now.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I don't know. So maybe that could be something fun that we make every day as we try to make a $1 million pick that you can bet $10 on or something.
I don't know. Okay, so we're keeping our records now. So your track record is not off to a good start.
I've also said this very clearly on camera. Now, good thing we have records. I can go show my winnings on DraftKings. People are like, this guy doesn't win shit. He just sucks. But yeah, nothing I put on camera ever wins, ever.
Yeah, you're well documented. So starting starting yesterday.
Yeah.
You were 0-1. Yeah. I would like everyone to know that the first leg of my parlay hit.
You did, but you still
The
have two
Braves
more.
won.
You still have two more.
I know. I
need
need the
the parlay
Dodgers.
to hit.
need
Chill
the
out.
parlay to
I know how this works. All right. I need the Dodgers to beat the Brewers tonight, and I need
go.
the Stros to beat the Marlins.
Let's go. The Stros lost last night
I
to the
know.
Marlins. Marlins are hot.
because they
coming back.
were, but no way they lose another one.
You're right.
Right.
I don't think so.
I think.
Yeah, losing 2 in a row for the Astros is probably. I feel good about your
Knock
bet
on
tonight.
wood.
Yeah, but the Marlins are hot. You never know. They came back in the 9th. Anytime there's some momentum, but that's why you sat out that play yesterday and you didn't pick them
Yeah, that's
yesterday.
exactly
you wanted
why.
to see how it went today. I like that. I mean, last night, so you
was
could pick today.
The strategy there.
I love it. Yeah, no, I was 0-1. Max Fried, the guy that I said had been striking out the world, did not strike out the world last night. He had a great game. He pitched well. Quality start for the Braves, got the win, but only punched 2 guys, so that hurts. Lost my parlay. Only put $10 on it, but yeah. The Braves
Still.
scored plenty of runs for me, but
Yeah.
Max Fried didn't
What was
do
it,
his
11-3?
Yeah, it was 11-3. I needed them to score 5, which was a lot, but we hit
Easy
that pretty
money.
early. Yeah,
Except not.
yeah, we won today. We're gonna have different picks at the end, but quickly we're gonna talk about some breaking. So in breaking world, tomorrow Topps archive signature releases. So I'm gonna do a little sneak preview, and I'm gonna open one on camera. I don't know if we're allowed to do that, but I think we are.
While he's opening that, I do want to point out that PointsBets Sportsbook paid everyone out early, or had an early payout for Shohei MVP
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that. Sorry. Yeah.
on August 3rd.
That's so wild. Yeah. So we missed this news, but yeah. So if anybody
Season's
placed a
not
bet,
over.
yeah, the season's not over, and this company basically paid out anybody that made the Shohei bet. That's so wild to me.
I think you brought up the point that is that a play to get people to stop?
That's what I was saying. I wonder if that's a play. Like, so many people were betting on Shohei that maybe they just pay him out and they're like, okay, maybe people will stop betting on him now that we already paid.
Or maybe they just like closed it. Yeah, and we're like,
mean-
you guys
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
bet on
yeah.
that anymore.
Yeah. Is it even an option?
I don't
don't
know.
know.
Let me,
So
let's,
Yeah,
remember, I pulled up their. I don't know. I don't have PointsBets sportsbook, but I went to their post just to double check that it was real because I saw it on CBS Sports, and they really did. On August 3rd, they said Shohei Ohtani MVP early payout. We already know Shohei Ohtani has the MVP in the bag, so we are paying out everyone that bet on the GOAT to win AL MVP today.
So what happens if he doesn't? Like,
They look like
again,
idiots.
it really looks like he's going to, but what happens if he doesn't?
Yeah, I think he's
they take the L and pay out
Like,
everybody
they just
who
paid
bet
out
on the winner.
buku people just like, and they have to,
They got to pay out all the people that bet against, the
That's
actual
a
winner.
big gamble for them.
It is crazy his odds. So preseason he was plus 175, which is so wild because
Yeah.
it should almost everybody's like plus 500 or more. May 1st he was the heavy favorite at minus 125, which is crazy to think that 1 month into the season he was a heavy favorite. June 1st he was minus 145. By the All-Star break he was minus 700, and now this is as of August 3rd, he was minus 10,000.
I mean, yeah, it's
wild.
It's almost a shoo-in, but
I would love to know what
the
DraftKings odds are.
0.0001% chance he doesn't.
Yeah, like what if again?
sucks
What if
for
what if
PointsBets.
something happens like tomorrow and he gets hurt and he can't play the rest of the year or something, and somebody goes off at the end?
You can no longer bet on AL MVP.
Wow.
So they, for their futures awards, they have NL MVP, American League Cy Young, and NL Cy Young.
In the National League, Acuna's pretty heavy favorite too. He's minus 650, but you can bet on any other player as an option.
And
And you can't bet on it in wow, that's awesome. That's so crazy.
PointsBet has Ronald Acuna at minus 800.
Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, you can't bet it on DraftKings either. That's wild. That's hilarious. Shohei's the best. Best player we've ever seen.
Dude, I went to a Rangers-Angels game when I was in Dallas, and he hit a bomb, and I swear, it was like Christmas morning. I was like, I got to witness.
You watched it?
Yeah.
That's
And we
awesome.
were in the outfield, so it was really cool. I can tell my kids I witnessed a Shohei bomb.
All right, real quick.
And he pitched. Sorry.
Did he? Wait, he pitched and he hit a
Yeah.
home run? That's the coolest thing
It
ever.
was awesome.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
he's just doing Little League shit. Like, that's
And we were
so
in
awesome.
like Rangers gear, but like fully screaming when he hit the bomb, which is kind of
I think a
bad.
lot of people went there for Shohei.
Oh,
probably,
for
too.
sure.
Yeah.
We actually did.
Yeah,
So.
understandably too. All right, so this Topps archive signature series, it's gambling. It's literally gambling. It's one card. So I think the
Wait.
box is nothing crazy. It's like $75, something. I'll have to check the market
Wait,
value.
there's one card in there?
A card.
Like a
Solo, single. It's a coin flip. So, but this product, it's not as crazy popular because it's all retired players.
Okay.
So I would have to check the list to see who's on the list, but give me a name of a retired baseball player. Do you know any? Do you know
yeah,
any?
but I'm not.
Who?
I'm not.
How crazy would it be if you picked it though? It would go
I'm
viral.
not going to.
Just pick a name.
No.
Any name?
You pick.
Who was
a
your
name.
favorite baseball player growing up when you were a kid? He's probably still playing nowadays.
I was gonna say
Chipper Jones.
Chipper Jones. I love that pick. We actually have a 1-of-1 Chipper Jones from this last year's set here.
Out of that,
I think it's Derek Jeter.
you think this is
No.
Derek Jeter?
I think it's going to be Derek Jeter. We're probably going to have somebody that we're going to have to look up.
Why do you think?
I'll be
Jeter?
ready.
I don't know. It's just my guess. I'm just picking a name.
Also, for everyone,
he was my favorite
I'm putting
player
you on
growing up.
blast. I thought this was so cool. For everyone who didn't know, his first strikeout was Derek Jeter.
Who's that?
Dude.
Get it right, too. He was my first out.
Okay, your first out. Excuse me. I'm over here trying to hype him
I
up.
know. I'm just joking. We talk about it a lot. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I get embarrassed of it, so this is my way of.
It's cool. Own it.
I
That's
do.
So
I think
cool.
I do think it's cool.
I think I told.
And now we're gonna
6
pull Derek
people
Jeter's
since
card.
you told me. Oh yeah, that would be sick.
You don't have a guess? Give me a name.
No.
Her guess is
Just-
Yvonne
now
Rodriguez.
I'm getting
I just looked at the Rangers jersey and thought of the first name that I thought of right there. All right.
I'm getting anxious. I don't like this. I don't like
Chipper.
that face
It's
either.
Chipper.
I got to be careful because he's in the sports card world, but I love you, Phil Hughes. I grew up watching you, but it's not the card that I wanted out of this. Phil Hughes out of 20. Really cool card.
Out of 20?
Yeah. 8 out of 20.
Isn't that good?
Yeah, that's good. But Phil Hughes was not a great
Okay.
the value of the card is not great.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think it's cool for me because I like Phil Hughes. I grew up watching him in New Jersey, and now he's in the card world, and he's in a Yankee uniform. So this is cool for my PC. But if you were a flipper for the business, right? If you want to make money, this is not the greatest,
Right.
most valuable card. But for a collector, this is really cool.
What would have been like one of the best cards to pull right there?
Probably like Ken Griffey Jr., Derek Jeter, Alex Rodriguez, like
Okay,
the
so,
big
like,
names from
huge,
like retired names,
right.
or maybe a Hall of Famer from back in the day that's
Okay.
still alive that's signing like modern cards. And then you would go sell it on eBay to like probably those specific fans or whatever. But still, cool card, cool product. It's truly for the gamblers. So I figured it would
Yeah.
fit this show. It's a coin flip. You're just literally having one card. That's it. It's cool.
And how much is that box?
I would have to, Jonah, I don't know. It's probably 50 to $100 in that
Okay.
range. Just depends on the year. Like, that's why I said I got to look at the list of who's in it because it's all depends on who's in it. Because you're
Okay.
chasing a certain player, a couple players,
Right.
right? And their market is going to determine how valuable the boxes are and stuff
Okay.
like that. Everything's got
That makes sense.
supply and demand laws. That's it.
That makes sense.
Yep.
I'm learning.
That's it. All right, let me run through the breaking spots really quick. Rated Rouge, our guy Corey. Hurry up. If you guys have not got in their Facebook group, make sure you guys do because that's a prerequisite to make sure you see all his posts. He's doing a 3-box Topps Chrome hobby. Pick your team. There's only a few spots left, so if you guys want to jump in that one, make sure you get on that. Backyard, they actually just posted their top 10 hits from National Treasures. They have some bangers. I was showing you they have some Shield 1-of-1s that they've been hitting that are super sexy. They are live right now. They're going to be live all day. The Bullpen LA, one of our friends from Los Angeles, they break on drip, so make sure you guys go check them out. Mamba Cards, they're great in the industry as well. They'll be on their own website, and they do case breaks. Pull Wax is on Whatnot. And then We The Hobby is great on Whatnot. If you like gamification of breaking, they do a great job. We've bought from them. And shout out our friend Tommy Talley, who breaks with them a lot and is a moderator in their group. So those are the quick breaks for tonight. The schedule where you can find some of the good leaders around the hobby. And then I'm going to give you guys my pick since Abby has hers for the night, right?
Yeah.
You're just
I'm riding it out.
Riding with the Dodgers and the Stros.
Dodgers, Stros.
All right, we got to see if you're going to go 1-0. I'm going to try to rebound from yesterday. The Braves and the Yankees are playing. Their over-under is 11.5, which is astronomically high, and it's probably because Luis Severino is really struggling right now. He's the starter for the Yankees. They've even tried to do a whatever it's called, the opener, where they pitch one guy, and then I don't know. Luis Severino is really struggling, so I like a parlay of an alternate over just to play it safe in case Bryce Elder pitches really well for the Braves and keeps the Yankees under a couple runs. I like the alternate over of 8.5 parlayed with an alternate over for the Mariners and the Royals of 7.5. So if KC and Seattle score over 7.5 runs and the Braves and Yankees score over 8.5 runs, then I'll hit my parlay. It's plus 108 odds, so I'll probably throw $25 on it to win about $25. And then my Yurfie play of the day is going to be the Braves and the Yankees game. But the juice is super high because everybody knows that Severino's struggling and the Braves are the best team to score. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to live bet just the Braves to score in the first inning. So it'll give me some crazier odds, but that's what I think is going to happen anyway. So I'm just going to take the Braves to score, not just the runs in the first inning. So it's a little bit more specific, but I'm going to get a little bit more value for my buck. So I'm probably going to put $25 on that. If I had to guess, the odds are going to be like 125 plus 125 plus 150 plus 175. So I'll probably make 35 to $50 on my $25
This
if
might
it hits.
be a dumb question, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
There's no dumb questions.
Live betting, like during the game.
Yep.
Could you place that bet now?
Nope. It's weird.
Okay.
Yeah. So live betting, they take into account like all the factors of the game. I don't know the actual system, but I would imagine they have like a betting expert there that's giving the app real time changes, weather, count,
everything,
the pitcher struggling,
how
all
they
these
warmed
things,
up and that kind of stuff. Okay.
Everything, yep. So to me, that's really cool. I love that, and I think that's what. Again, with cards and culture, I think live betting is the future of the way that we're going to consume sports. So I love live betting. I think it's cool. And again, if you know baseball, if you know your sport and you can watch the game and you're like, yeah, this is about to happen. Like, so I've done well, again, knock on wood, live betting. But that's why when I pick my picks, like I don't care that much about the picks before the game because I'm usually watching the game and being like, I'm going to hedge this right now. This is not going to happen. So yeah, live betting's where it's at.
I might have to get into. Let me go 1-0 first.
That's what I'm
before
saying.
I start talking about live betting.
We'll get the terminology down, and by the time that we get into our big space with our sportsbook
I was
lounge,
gonna say we could hang out and just live bet.
that's it. That's what
Degenerate.
it's gonna be.
What are y'all doing to me?
That's it. We got her hooked. It's over. Wait till we start having like trivia and things that are attached to an app on your phone to be like, you think Shohei Ohtani is gonna strike out this batter right now? Yes or no? And you can wager points from the card from the shop, your rewards points. That would be fun.
That's kind of what the Better app is doing, but it's all micro betting. So it's just like cents on the dollar that you can bet.
That's right. I do remember you saying that. Yeah. That's interesting. I would look. I got to look into that since it's all around live betting.
Yeah.
I love that move. I forgot about that. Yeah. All right. So Braves over a run in the first inning. It'll be my live bet. That's my pick. And then the alts overs. Trying to bounce back. Can't go 0-3 to start.
Oof. Watch. We're going to come on.
You need 4 to win a series. You're good.
That's good. I love it. Best out of 7, right?
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for being here. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment. Let us know if we're doing a good job, bad job, all that stuff. Make sure you guys check us out. We'll be back Friday live from Cards and Culture. Appreciate y'all.